Mi nombre es Roberto Arduino y soy profesor de medicina en la escuela McGovern de la Universidad de Texas en Houston y también líder del sitio ACTG. It's a network that is dedicated to the study of clinical trials in people living with HIV. And some of the objectives of this network is to look into the cure of the HIV as well as the quality of life. How can we improve the quality of life of people living with HIV? And it's very important the participation of minority groups, what we're saying about that, particularly Hispanic population and the women that in general are underrepresented in these studies. Por lo tanto, quisiera entusiasmar a la población hispana para que participen en estos estudios. Gracias.
World AIDS Day means to me not just a commemoration of the people who were living with HIV or passed away, but I think it's also a challenge that there is a lot more that needs to be done, and that the people who are living with HIV still have a lot of issues that they want to be addressed, and we as people investigating and doing these studies to help people living with HIV need to step up more and do a lot more.
What does World AIDS Day means to me? World AIDS Day is an opportunity to unite in the fight against the virus and to acknowledge and remember everyone that is affected and we have lost in these battles. World AIDS Day is also a solid reminder that we need to keep battling against the stigma associated to the virus and that we still have a lot of work to do to provide access to everyone that is affected to the best prevention, treatment and care.
I always like to reflect on World AIDS Day and all of the people whose lives I've touched and whose lives have touched mine over the 35 plus years that I've been in medicine and doing research in HIV. And I think we've learned so much, and yet we have a ways to go. And I'm very honored and humbled to be with a variety of people over many years, and many of those brave souls who have been living with HIV and suffered many consequences and have also given back and participated in research. I'm very honored to know them and salute them on World AIDS Day.
I'm Ayatunde Mozweri. I am one of the CRS leaders and investigators with the Botswana ACTG CRS. We're just to create awareness in terms of the overall burden of HIV/AIDS and to show support, trying to get as many people as possible tested, treated, and to ensure they are also virologically suppressed with the aim to curing HIV.
So for this year's World AIDS Day, the theme is putting ourselves to the test, achieving equity to end HIV. I think this is a really great theme for this time. I think we all have to ask ourselves, are we doing enough achieving equity? And in the ACTG, we're working to ensure that our studies are enrolling populations representative of those living with HIV, even if it means stopping enrollment for one group to allow others to participate. We're actively tracking enrollment by different groups and particularly by gender, and are really committed to trying to increase representation in the study. But we also have to increase representation in the pool of investigators, and so activities to improve mentorship opportunities and provide leadership opportunities for young investigators from diverse backgrounds is something that we have to put ourselves to the test and make sure that we're living up to our commitment. All of us have been inspired by Dr. Fauci's commitment to HIV, his leadership, and the example that he sets about the importance of inclusion in HIV research. And With his stepping down from the NIAID director role, I think everyone is committed to keeping the movement alive and keeping the research alive, because we're not done yet, despite the fact that we've made so much progress in HIV treatment. One of the great achievements of the last couple decades has been HIV therapeutics, but we still have so many people living with HIV who continue to face many challenges, and we can't stop now, and we are committed to keeping the work going.
So one of the things we want to reassure the world is that the ACTG is here. Until we have a cure for HIV, until we have an ability to prevent HIV from happening, and until the consequences of lifelong infection with HIV are solved, the ACTG will be here to continue to find new ways to help human beings live long, healthy, fruitful, quality lives. That's our goal. That's why we're here, and we will be here and continue our mission.